Good morning everyone. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Officers at 24/7. My name is Amanjot and today it's the 11th class related to our principles and practices of banking. So what we are doing in this classes or what we are doing in this series of PPB subject, we are continuing with the MCQ practice related to your module A. That is your first module. So we are continuing from the first class, the MCQs which are related to the first module of module A of your principles and practices of banking. So this is the 11th class in which we are going to discuss the 10 MCQs again related to the same subject, related to the same module. So before starting the session, let me know, am I audible to all of you and the screen is also visible? Are we good to go? Good morning Swarna. Good morning Sheikh. Now let me know, am I audible? Okay. So let's start. Everything is okay, everything seems okay. Okay, let's start. So those candidates who are new to the session or who are new to the channel, do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that each and every upcoming sessions related to your JAIIB and CAIIB preparation, you will get notified about that particular sessions. Okay. And the next thing, if you have not downloaded Adda 24/7 application till now, then do download the application, because here you will get more MCQs, you will get more quizzes to practice your concepts. Now, next, one important information for all of you, that the English medium batch started from 16th of April, in which we have started the PPP classes also from yesterday onwards. So this is the particular batch in which you will get the books, Macmillan books, 3 books related to your all subject. Apart from that, you will get the conceptual classes, you will get the MCQs, you will get the mock test, and we are going to cover all the syllabus in the form of conceptual understanding as well as the implementation of those concepts in the MCQs. So this batch started from 16th of April already. Now those candidates who have already enrolled in this particular batch, do join the live session of all subjects, and those candidates who are looking forward that they want to join a dedicated batch for their JAIIB preparation, then you can visit the Adda 24/7 application. You can see this particular batch is available. The study plan is available on the application. You can check the study plan also. Now to enroll in this particular batch, you can use a certain code, that is 496. If you use this code, you will get 78% discount on Adda 24/7 application. Okay. Now let's begin with the first question. First of all, let's understand what is bank assurance. This was the term of the day for yesterday. Now, when we are talking about bank assurance, first of all, the insurance business started by banks from the year 2000. From the year 2000. If we are talking about that banks are providing insurance business or banks are providing insurance products to their customer, so this service started in the banking system from the year 2000, and this was started by Malhotra Committee. There was the Malhotra Committee who has given the recommendation that bank should start providing the insurance business, or bank can perform the insurance business. Now, when it comes to the insurance business, all the insurance products are the third party product of bank. These are known as third party product of bank. Now, what are the third party product? It means simply that the product is not from the banking sector, the product is not from the banking industry, but still banks are selling or purchasing, banks are providing the services of these products to their customer to earn more commission, to earn more income. So that is known as third party product. So insurance is a third party product of a bank. Now, what does bank assurance means? What actually does bank assurance is? So whenever we are talking about bank assurance, it is a relationship between the bank and an insurance company. What is bank assurance? It is a relationship between bank and insurance company. Between bank and insurance company. Okay. So bank assurance simply is a relationship between bank and insurance company. Now why they are maintaining a certain relationship? They aimed to offer insurance product or insurance benefits to the customers of bank. Why they have come under the partnership? Why they have become a relationship between why there is a relationship between bank and insurance company? Because the aim is to offer insurance products or benefits to the bank's customer, okay. So simply, when the bank and insurance company comes into the partnership and bank is selling insurance product or benefits to its customer, that is known as bank assurance, okay. Now when we are saying that they are in the partnership and bank is selling the insurance product or benefits to its customer, now the bank staff become the point of sale and point of contract for the customer. So whenever bank is providing insurance facility, bank is providing insurance benefit to the customer, now the staff of bank will become the point of sale and point of contact for the customer, okay. So this is the bank assurance we have discussed. Now let's move forward to the first question, that is asking that a business uses hire purchase because. Now what is hire purchase? Hire purchase is an alternate source of finance. It is an alternate source of finance. Now what is the meaning of alternate source of finance? Whenever we are talking about any business, if we are talking about any business, if we are talking about any individual, we have seen that every person need a certain capital, every person need to raise funds for that. They can invest more in the sector, or they can earn more with the investment, or they can expand their business or whatever they are using funds for. So why we need funds? To expand our business, to expand our investment, to fulfill our needs of money. So this is the reason why we all need certain capital, and for this purpose we have certain facilities. We can take loan from the bank, we can issue the shares, bonds and debentures with the company, we can take loan from the money lenders or landlords, or we can use the other benefits or other institution. Let's say for example, we can use the NBFCs to get funds for our requirement. Or apart from this, if we are saying that the around 60% market related to the funds is covered by commercial bank, but still that is not sufficient. Still there are certain persons who are not able to take loan, who are not able to raise capital, or who are not able to raise funds with the help of commercial bank. For these kinds of people and for the other purposes, we have launched or we have introduced the alternate source of finance, which are other sources apart from the commercial banking financial services, okay. So hire purchase is the alternate source of finance. Now let me know what actually this hire purchase means. First option is saying this allows a business to acquire asset to keep by paying for it over a period. Second is saying this allow them to use an asset when they want. Third is saying they can use it without paying for it. And fourth is saying this allows a business to use assets and by paying for it over a period of time. Now what will be the right answer for this question? Do mention the question number whenever you are giving an answer of any certain question, okay. Now one important thing, those candidates who are live in the session, do like the session and share with your friends or colleagues who are also preparing for this exam, okay. Now let me know what will be the right answer. Sheikh is saying A, okay. You can understand, it is very simple. You just understand this particular hire purchase with the name itself. See, first of all, we are saying hire purchase is an alternate source of finance. Now, when you are hiring something, you are taking something for a particular period of time. You don't get any kind of ownership when you are hiring something. But when you have purchased something, you have given the ownership of that particular product or that particular service. So hire means you have taken the product for a particular period of time by paying a certain rent or by paying a certain amount of money. Now when it comes to purchase means you have paid the whole amount of the product and you got the ownership of the product, okay. You got the possession on the product. That is known as hire purchase. For example, let's say I want to purchase a certain phone. I want to purchase iPhone, okay. but I want to purchase iPhone 13 Pro, let's say, but I do not have 1.5 lakh or 1.7 lakh, whatever amount I have to pay for this particular phone. So what can I do? I can go to the shop, I can talk to the shopkeeper, and I'm saying that I want this particular phone, but I can't pay the whole amount at one time. So what offer that person will give me? He will say, you can take that particular phone, you can hire that particular phone, you can purchase this particular phone after paying the amount of the phone in installments. So what I am doing, I am paying a certain down payment to the shopkeeper. I have paid the down payment, then I have taken the phone, I am using the phone, and after a certain period, it can be 6 months, it can be 3 months, it can be 2 months. So in that particular period of time, I am paying the remaining amount in installments. And when all the installments will be paid by me, the phone's ownership, the phone's possessions will be given to me by the shopkeeper. Now this is known as hire purchase. First, I have paid a certain amount of money and hired the particular product and started using that particular product, but I do not have ownership on that product. If I want ownership, I have to pay the whole amount of the product in the installment, whatever we have decided. It can be 6, 2 or 4 months. Okay, so now hire purchase is saying first you have hired the product and then you have purchased the product after paying whole in installments. Okay, now the first, everyone is saying A option will be right. This C, the first option is saying this allows a business acquire asset to keep by paying for it over a period of time. Now it cannot be the second, because this allows to use an asset when they want. No, it can't be the right answer. They can use it without paying of it. It cannot be the right answer. Now A and D, anything from A and D can be right. So what we are saying, this allow a business to use asset and buying for it over a period of time. Now here we are saying you are allowed to use asset by paying for it over a period of time. Now this allows a business to acquire asset to keep by paying for it over a period of time. Now what will be the right answer? To use asset, what hire purchase is giving you the permission for? To use asset or to acquire asset? What will be the right answer? A or D? Focus on these two basic terms. These are the key terms which will define what is hire purchase. You are getting the permission to use it or you are only acquiring it? What will be the right option? Yes, that's true. When you are acquiring the asset, you can use that particular asset. So right answer will be your A option. Correct. Everyone is going with A option. Now next is, in finance, we refer to the market where new securities are bought and sold for the first time. The market where we can acquire new securities or purchase new securities for the first time is known as which market? Is it money market? Is it capital market? Is it gilt edge market? Is it primary market? See, the meaning of acquiring is means you are using that particular asset. Okay. Now let me know what will be the answer of second question. Money market, capital market, gilt edge market or primary market? A, B, C or D? Second is D, that is primary. Okay. Correct. The right answer will be your primary market, because primary market is the market where the new issues will be done by the company and it will be getting, or it will be purchased by the investor. So what is capital market? Capital market is a long-term market in which we are trading with the help of, we are trading in two types of market, that is primary market and your secondary market. Primary market and your secondary market, right? When it comes to primary market is the market where new issues will be given by the company, and here the company will issue shares, company will sell shares, and investors will purchase shares. Now this will known as your primary market. Okay, now primary market is also known as new issue market or the fresh issue market. When it comes to secondary market is the market for existing securities. This is the market which includes all the securities which have already issued by the company and purchased by the investor. Now the shareholder, whoever person have purchased the security, now that person became the shareholder. Now this shareholder will sell the security and it can be purchased by any investor. It can be purchased by any investor. It can be some another shareholder. It can be the person who is investing first time in the share market. It can be anyone. So simply when we are talking about primary market, it is a new issue market, or we can say it is a fresh issue market where companies issuing securities, companies selling securities, and investors are purchasing. You can't sell the security in the primary market because this primary market is the new issue market. Only company can sell the security. No shareholder, no investor can sell security in the primary market. Okay, only purchasing of security can be done under the primary market, but in secondary market it is the market for existing security. The selling and purchasing both can be done of the security in the secondary market. Okay, now let's move forward to the next question, that is third question. Good morning, Prince. So the name of the authority from whom insurance broker have to obtain license before carrying out any insurance related businesses. Is it SEBI? Is it IRDA? Is it RBI? Is it no license is required? What will be the right answer for the third question? A, B, C or D? See, if we are talking about regulatory bodies, okay, so we have Reserve Bank of India as a regulatory body, we have SEBI as a regulatory body, we have IRDA as a regulatory body, we have PFRDA, we have TRAI. These are the certain very famous regulatory bodies in our country who are regulating a certain sector. Let's say first we are talking about RBI. Now what RBI is regulating? RBI is the central bank of our country, and RBI is regulating the banking system, the financial system in our country. Next, when we are talking about SEBI, SEBI is the regulatory body for the investment market. SEBI is the regulatory body for the investment market. It means SEBI regulates the capital market. SEBI regulates all the investment market in our country. That is capital market. It includes commodity market, includes equity market, it includes derivative market. All the credit rating agencies, venture capitalists, everything will be regulated by SEBI. Now, when it comes to IRDA, IRDA stands for Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India. Now, the name suggests about insurance. It means IRDA regulates the insurance sector. Now, when it comes to PFRDA, PFRDA stands for Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority. It means PFRDA regulates the pension sector in our country. Now, TRAI stands for Telecom Regulatory Authority of India. It regulates the telecom sector of our country. So, these are the basic regulatory bodies in our country which are regulating different markets. So, when it comes to the insurance sector, it is regulated by IRDA, not by SEBI. So, those who have given the right answer B, that is true, because IRDA is the regulatory body of insurance sector and it will issue your license. Okay, so the answer for the third question will be B. Next, the purpose of financial markets is to, what is the purpose of financial market? Increase the price of common stocks, lower the yield of bonds, allocate savings efficiently, or control the inflation. What will be the right answer related to the purpose of financial market? A, B, C or D? Again, a simple question. You just need the understanding of the capital market or financial market. So there are two types of financial market. One is money market and second is capital market. Money market is the market in which we are raising fund for the short period of time, that is only 1 year. So money market is the market which is regulated by Reserve Bank of India, and in the money market we use short-term financial assets to raise funds and these short-term financial assets are close substitute of money. When it comes to capital market is regulated by SEBI, and capital market is the market for long-term duration. It means when we are raising fund for more than 1 year will be known as capital market, and in capital market we are using shares, bond, debentures to raise capital from public. Okay, now what will be the answer of D option? Sorry, fourth option. You are saying D. Control inflation is the purpose of financial market. Are you sure? Financial market are of two types, money market and capital market. The purpose of money market and capital market is to control inflation. No, it can't be true. See, we are talking about financial markets. Financial market are the market which what they are doing. We have studied that there is a financial system. Now, what is financial system? This financial system is the system where the exchange of funds take place. Here, the exchange of funds take place. Okay. Now, exchange of funds take place between whom? The person who have surplus money, the person who have surplus money, and the person who has deficit of money. Deficit of money. So there are two types of people in country. One, those who have excess money. They don't require that amount of money right now, but they have excess money according to their needs and wants. It means they have surplus money. And there are certain persons who do not have that much amount of money to fulfill their basic needs. What are the basic needs of a person? Simply the food, shelter, clothes, primary education, clean drinking water. These are the basic needs. So there are certain persons who do not have money, but there are certain persons who have excess money. So what the financial system is doing? Financial system is exchanging funds between these two types of persons. Now what we are doing? We are making sure that we are allocating the savings efficiently. What this person with surplus money is doing? He is depositing his money into financial system. And what the financial systems are doing? Now the financial systems are using this deposit to provide loan to the persons who have deficit of money. So what we are doing? We are allocating the savings of the persons who have surplus money in the sector where we require the money, where the need of money is required. So the right answer will be C option. To control inflation, this is the main objective or main purpose of monetary policy. RBI formulates monetary policy mainly for the price stability and to make sure the economic stability in the country. We have discussed on Sunday the monetary policy chapter, okay, in Officers at a 24/7 channel. So if you have not saw that particular session till now, then do check the session. We have discussed about the monetary policy in detail on Monday. Okay, so do check that, where we have discussed the monetary policy committee, what are the members in there, what is the purpose, what are the goals of monetary policy. Okay, now so the right answer for the fourth question is your C option, that is the allocate the savings efficiently. Now next is, if an investor were to sell 100 shares of Microsoft stock to another investor in the securities market, this would be referred to as the what type of transaction? So what we are saying, there is a person, there is an investor who have shares of Microsoft, and this particular person wants to sell the shares of Microsoft to another person. Now which type of market will be this? Now which type of transaction will be this? The money market transaction, capital market transaction, secondary market transaction, or primary market transaction? What will be the right answer? A, B, C, or D? Those candidates who are live in the session, do like the session and share with your friends also. First of all, like the session immediately. Now what will be the right answer? A, B, C, or D? See, we have seen that there is one person who already has shares of Microsoft. It means that person became the shareholder of Microsoft. Now the shareholder wants to sell the share to another person. It means company is not issuing shares. The shareholders is selling the share of Microsoft to another person. What type of transaction it will be? Renu is saying C. Sheikh is saying A. Why money market? Money market is a short-term market in which we are using the short-term financial assets which are close substitute of money to raise the fund. Shares are not even the part of money market, beta. See, whenever we are talking about that the person wants to share, sell share, we have discussed right now just in the first or second question. It will be secondary market, the market of existing securities, the market where the existing securities in the market is sold or purchased by the investor or shareholders. That will be known as secondary market, not the money market. Okay, the right answer will be your secondary market. Next, FDI in insurance sector has been hiked to. Now, what will be the answer of the sixth question? FDI in insurance sector has been hiked to which percent? 26, 49, 74 or 100? First of all, let's discuss what is FDI. FDI stands for foreign direct investment, right? FDI stands for foreign direct investment. Now, foreign direct investment is the investment in which an individual person or an foreign investor invest in Indian company with more than 10% of their authorized capital. So when a foreign company invest in Indian company with more than 10% capital of its authorized capital, then it will be known as FDI. So FDI stands for foreign direct investment. Now, what is the FDI limit in insurance sector? And insurance sector is regulated by IRDA. Insurance sector is regulated by IRDA, Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India. Now, what is the hike in the FDI limit for insurance sector? Renu is saying 74. Jake is saying D, that is 100%. What about rest? The right answer is 74. It used to be 49%, but Government of India has increased the FDI limit in insurance sector, and the right answer is your 74%. Okay, it is 74%. Achha, let me know what is the FDI limit of public sector banks. What is the limit for private sector banks? What is the FDI limit for public sector bank and private sector banks? For insurance, it is 74. Earlier, it was 49%. Okay. What is the FDI limit in public sector and private sector bank? It is obvious in private sector, it will be more. In public sector, it will be less because it is of government's bank. Okay. But still, the FDI limit is allowed in both. Now, what will be the right answer for public and private sector? See, for the public sector bank, the limit for FDI is 20% only. But for private sector bank, it is 74%. Okay. In private sector bank, in payment bank, if a foreign company wants to invest, they can invest up to 74%. But in public sector bank, they can only invest 20%. Okay. Not 49, 20 and 74. Okay. Now, let's move forward. Next question is asking the selling of insurance product through banks is called. Selling of insurance product through banks is called. Samant is, Prabhakar is saying B. That's correct. Correct. The right answer is bank assurance. When a bank is selling the insurance product, it will be known as bank assurance, in which bank and insurance company comes into a relationship, comes into a partnership, and banks is selling the insurance products or the benefits of insurance to its customer. So right answer will be B. Next. A standard contract between a buyer and a seller entered on a particular date regarding a transaction that they will fulfill at a later date is known as. So what will be the right answer for the 8th question, in which we are asking that we have a buyer and seller, and both the buyer and seller have done a standard contract in which they are saying that on a particular date we are exchanging this particular asset to fulfill the requirement of the contract. Now what will be the contract is? Forward contract, future contract, fixed contract, derivative contract, what it can be? A, B, C or D? It's a simple question. It's about the derivative, and we are saying that it's a standard contract. Focus on the keywords. We are saying it's a standard contract. Very good. When we are talking about a standard contract, it will be a future contract or forward contract. Let me know. Future or forward? Standard contract is written here. We have discussed derivative in precise way, in which we have discussed that derivative is a product whose value is derived from two or more basic variables, and that variable is known as underlying asset. There are two types of contract under the derivative, that is forward and future. But in forward contract, it is a risky contract. There will be a counterparty risk. But when it comes to the future contract, there is no risk because these contracts are standard contracts. In over-the-counter trading, in the over-the-counter derivative, forward contracts are traded. That's why there is a counterparty risk. But when it comes to future contracts are traded on exchange. So these are exchange traded contract derivative. There is no risk, and that's why when we are talking about a standard contract, right answer will be a future contract, not forward. Forward covers the counterparty risk. It includes the risk. Okay, so right answer will be your B, not A. Just focus on the keywords. What is the keyword which can give you the right answer? Next, the first computerized stock exchange in India was? The first computerized stock exchange of our country was Bombay Stock Exchange, Multi-Commodity Stock Exchange, Multi-Commodity Exchange, National Stock Exchange, Over-the-Counter Exchange of India. What will be the right answer? A, B, C or D? We are talking about first computerized. So which of the following stock exchange is it? The first computerized online trading, it started by which stock exchange? The right answer is NSE, National Stock Exchange, not BSE. BSE used to do the paperwork. Okay, BSE had the monopoly in the country because it was the first stock exchange. It was started, or it was established in 1875, but it was doing the physical work, not the online trading. So National Stock Exchange is the stock exchange which started online computerized stock exchange system. So online, or we can say automatic online electronic trading based system, was started by National Stock Exchange in our country. NSE was established in 1992 and it started its operation in 1994. Okay, so the right answer will be NSE, not BSE. BSE was doing paperwork. NSE started the electronic trading. NSE started the automatic screen based electronic trading system in our country. In 1922, NSE was established and it started this online screen based electronic trading system from the year 1994. And after seeing the online trading of NSE, BSE started the online trading also after 1 year of NSE. So NSE started in 1994. NSE started its operations. Don't think this is the establishment year. No, it was established in 1992. Okay, and it started its operation from the year 1994. And after 1 year, it has left behind the Bombay Stock Exchange in terms of turnover. So in 1995, Bombay Stock Exchange started online trading. Okay, and it was established in 1875. Now, multi-commodity exchange is the exchange for commodity market. It is not for the share market. It is for the commodity market. Okay. And who regulates the commodity market? SEBI regulates the commodity market. Earlier, Forward Market Commission used to regulate the commodity market, but Government of India has merged Forward Market Commission with SEBI in the Union Budget 2015-16. So now the SEBI regulates the commodity market. Now there is no Forward Market Commission. Okay. Now next. 10th question is asking about over the life of derivative contract, the value of derivative dash. Over the life of a derivative contract, the value of derivative dash increases, decreases, fluctuate with the price of the so-called underlying value of the contract, or none of the above. What will be the right answer? A, B, C or D? Now, what is derivative? Derivative is a product whose value is derived from two or more basic variables, that is known as underlying asset. Okay. So, whenever we are saying that derivatives contract is going on, so over the life of that derivative contract, it can be for 1 year, it can be for more than 1 year. So, how the value of derivatives are changing? Very good. Everyone is going with the C option. That is true. That is correct. So it fluctuates with the price of so-called underlying assets of the contract. Now, underlying asset can be your exchange rate, it can be your index, Sensex or Nifty, it can be bonds, it can be your currencies, exchange rate, it can be anything. So the value of derivative over the period of the contract depends on the underlying assets value. Very good. The right answer will be your 10th C. Okay. Now, the term of the day which you have to learn and we will going to discuss in the next session, that is LRS. Now, LRS stands for Liberalized Remittance Scheme. LRS stands for Liberalized Remittance Scheme. Do one thing, all the abbreviations are very important related to banking awareness and financial awareness. It means related to principles and practices of banking subject, all the abbreviations are very important. You have to know the full form of abbreviation. So, LRS stands for Liberalized Remittance Scheme. Do make sure you remember, you study that who launched this scheme, what is the purpose of this scheme, what is the limit of this scheme, who can participate in this particular scheme. Okay, so this is your homework. You have to read about the Liberalized Remittance Scheme, and whenever you are reading this Liberalized Remittance Scheme, you can give the answer in the comment section that what actually Liberalized Remittance Scheme or whatever term we are discussing on that particular day. Okay, so now in the end let me do tell me how much you have done correctly out of 10 questions. How much questions you have given right. Now, those candidates who are live in the session, do like the session and also share with your friends who are also preparing for JAIIB exam. Now, those who are new to the channel, do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you will get all the notification related to our upcoming sessions. Now, those who have joined the session late, one information for all of you that your English medium batch for JAIIB preparation June batch target June 2022 target batch is launched. It already started from 16th of April and all the 3 classes are started of PPB, AFB and LRB on the paid classes on the Adda 24/7 application. If you have not enrolled yet, you can visit the Adda 24/7 application or the website and you can use a code that is Y496 to get 78% discount from Adda 24/7 application. Okay, you will get 1% additional discount when you purchase this particular product from Adda 24/7 application. Now, what you will get in this particular product, you will get the MACMILLAN books, you will get the live classes, you will get the recorded sessions, you will get the PDFs of the class which we are teaching you. Then apart from this, what we are going to cover, you will get the mock papers also, okay, the test series also. Now, what we are going to discuss in this particular batch and how we are going to cover our syllabus, we are going to do by module wise, we are going to cover the syllabus module wise and we are going to understand the concepts first and then do the previous year questions and then we will practice more MCQs to know how to implement the conceptual knowledge in the examination. Okay, so this batch started from the 16th of April. Do join if you are looking for a dedicated batch with the right study material, because the syllabus is very vast for your subject, and we know we need a right amount of study to qualify this exam. So how to study, how much to study, from where to study, these are the 3 important questions you should ask yourself, because the syllabus is vast and we have a limited time period, and we have a lot of PDFs are available in the market. So do check the study plan before buying this particular product, and let's meet tomorrow in the morning. Thank you all for joining the session, and stay safe.